I wonder why the society has been created in such a way that all around the world many women don't have a say in their life, their choices, and how they wish to live. They're taught to obey, to listen, and every day to give. And this would not be bad, as when you give is power, but when you give obliged, life can become sour. And I do still wonder why there's so much fear among the men, the people, that woman would appear somehow more powerful and dazzling that they would want them to look. Instead, they'd rather force them to stay at home, to cook. And this would not be bad if this is truly what they wish. But the reality is that women desire more than cooking just a dish. The subject is more complex. It goes beyond the spirit. Because women in their life, they want to have a meaning. They want to find their purpose, their voice, their unique path. They want to have a say, regardless of the wrath that the society would unleash because they dare to be different, to speak out loud, and to share. An opinion does not align with the traditional way. An opinion that ruffles feathers, if I may say, because this patriarchal society is close-minded in such a way that most of us, especially women, have to play a role that's given, that's been created for all of us. And I do wonder, why don't we challenge, why don't we question and break this glass of silly expectations and so-called sacred rules created by men to keep the women fools, to reap their freedoms and their power of choices, to sentence them and abolish their voices. And they invoke a silly argument that this is God's will, as if God did not create the woman and gave her the skill to build, to cherish, to love, and to protect. And above all, He gave her the gift of life to raise a family and connect the souls, the hearts of everyone she meets. And with a smile and love, she gracefully greets the torments of life, the storms, and the critics, as we live in a world full of politics. And somehow, in the lust that this world has become, many women aren't allowed to play their drum. The reason being, it's fear, it's comfort, it's tradition, wrong customs which are bad by definition. Because the women all around the world should be respected. They should be free of superstitious, silly rules which are directed to raise them in fear and to oppress their evolution. Because if they stand together, they could create a revolution. The woman was created to thrive, to be fulfilled. And all around the world, there are women who are skilled. Women deserve respect, true love, and the power to choose their life, profession, family, and how they want to use their time, their skills, their knowledge, to connect with their feminine energy and to acknowledge who they truly are and who can they become. What is the path of progress in the years to come? The world needs happy women. Allow their joy to spread, because without the woman, this world would be dead. Understand that woman is not here to serve and to obey, but to love and to grow old with the man she loves, and can say that together the woman and the man are a single entity, and their path is linked together towards divinity. Woman and man together will open the gates of heaven. As a result, none is above the other. They're meant to stay together, now and forever, for an eternity, as God has created us, to live in peace, to love each other in harmony.